Hello, thank you for joining me. Hello, Aries. This is going to be your May monthly reading. I decided to do something, I'm doing something a little bit different. We're going to try this, see how it goes. And what I'm going to do is, for the month of May, we're going to do your emotional self, your spiritual self, and your physical self for the month of May. So we're gonna see where we are emotionally, what might be triggering us, what might be our challenge emotionally during the month of May. And we're also going to pull an overall. If you've watched any of my stuff before, especially my soul weather forecast, you'll know that I like pulling emoji cards. So we're going to do that with our emotional selves to get that kind of mood for the month of May, as far as a message for what we might be working through emotionally during the month of May. And then we're going to do spiritually. So where we might be challenged possibly spiritually during the month of May. And then last, we're going to focus on anything general in the physical reality. So our physical self, so that can include love, relationships, things like that, or jobs, anything that's in the physical world. So we're going to start out with our emotional self. And this is the past life oracle. And so this is what we're going to do. Let's see what we get for you, Aries. And I want to go ahead and take the time to say thank you for anyone that decided to join me and check out this message. I do appreciate that so much. Okay, so for your emotional self, it looks like traditional values. Like, actually, we're going to, with this, what I got was the Native American card. So what I'm really picking up on with that card is our emotional selves, Aries, or your emotional selves, Aries, for the month of May is going to be focused on things that have to do with connecting back to things that make us feel good, that connects us back to the earth. Because if you think about Native Americans, they were very good about having that connection with the earth and being respectful of their the things around them and their environment, and also that sense of community. They had a sense of community. So those kinds of aspects is what's going to be important emotionally to us, to you, Aries, during the month of May. And then we're going to go ahead and pull an emoji card for your mood. So this is the mood. So I really think that we're going to go ahead and pull some tarot on this. I think I'm feeling the Gilded tarot. We're going to go ahead and pull a couple tarot cards to see what goes with this. But I'm really feeling like with this emotionality for you, Aries, this month is going to be focused around I want to say community, like, and what is important to us, like how can we connect and just connect in general, connect emotionally, spiritually, physically, connect to things around us, both people, places, things. And I have cards going everywhere. So we're going to go ahead and take these three. So yeah, it's community. Community is coming up again with that Three of Cups. And the Page of Cups is bringing yourself, moving toward this community. And there is going to be some challenges around that. We see that with the Eight of Swords, that you're probably going to have a little bit of struggle around trying to connect with people this month. And that's where you are emotionally, like this kind of challenge of connecting with others, having that sense of community, that sense of connection emotionally. So maybe feeling a little bit isolated and wanting to come out of that isolation, Aries, wanting to find somebody or like your tribe to connect with. Yeah, that's it. I love when it comes through. That Native American card, you know, tribe. You're trying to find your tribe. And that's causing you some emotional turmoil during the month of May, because maybe you're realizing the people around you, Aries, are not your tribe, and you're trying to seek your tribe. That Page of Cups is going out there and kind of looking and searching for that sense of community, your tribe. Who are your people? Who do you want to connect with? Who are your people? So then I said we're going to do spiritual next. So I'm going to use sacred geometry to pull your spiritual self, Aries, for the month of May. What are they going to be dealing with on a soul level, on a spiritual soul level? What will Aries be dealing with spiritually on a soul level for the month of May, please? What will Aries be dealing with spiritually on a soul level for the month of May? There we go. Well, I have two that came out, so we're going to take both of them. And so I am getting spiritually, it's coming down to the core root values for you, because we have the nucleus card, so it's that center, it's the core, it's that root chakra, our values, our roots. You know, what are we essentially at our core? Like really looking and examining of what is important to us. What, Aries, is that stability for you? What is important and valuable to you on a spiritual level? What is your belief system? You know, really going within and figuring that out. And that really ties back to, you know, your emotional self of wanting to connect with people, wanting to find your people, your tribe, you know, and you have to understand yourself. You have to understand yourself to be able to, you know, what your beliefs are, what your values are, what's important to you. So you know what your value is when you go out into the world and try and connect with the world around you. It's how we present ourselves authentically into the world is what we attract back to us. So those are the kinds of things you're working with, Aries, in this month of May, is trying to figure out how you want to show up in the world authentically. You know, who are you at your root core, and what do you have a value to bring to the world that allows you to connect with the right people in your life, to connect with the people that you're looking for. Yeah, that sun, that happiness, wanting to find that happiness. What is your happiness? You know, what can you do? What do you enjoy doing that makes you happy? You know, and that is at that soul level. You know, what makes you happy in your soul, not just on a surface level, but spiritually happy, you know, on that soul, deep soul level, what makes you happy. And then, but it's saying it's going to take some time, you know, this isn't going to be something that's going to come quickly for you. So just understand this is your spiritual self. It's going to be a work in progress. It's going to be something that's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to be evaluating things and taking that time with the Temperance, taking that time before, you know, you start seeing the ship on the horizon. You start seeing where it is you need to move toward. You know, it's going to come after doing a little bit of soul searching, getting down to the deep dark roots of yourself and figuring that out. This is going pretty good. I'm really enjoying this. I hope you're enjoying this. And if you are, please feel free to hit that like button. So lastly, we're going to go ahead and look at, for you, Aries, is your physical self for the month of May. So this is going to include anything that wants to come through as far as, you know, job, career, relationships, whatever wants to come through. This one will probably go a little bit more in depth in. So for our physical self, it has magic prayers. So this is almost like, you know, trying to manifest something. When you pray, you're usually praying because you're trying to, you know, you're either praying from a sense of gratitude, having a sense of gratitude, being appreciative, or usually wanting something to happen. Usually a lot of times, I think most people, when they pray, they're usually asking for something. And it may not be for yourself, it could be for other people, but you're trying to manifest something into reality. So I guess we'll go ahead and stick with the Gilded Tarot because that seems to be going pretty good with these messages. So we'll go ahead and stick with that so can I get 3 cards on Aries' physical self for the month of May? What will they be experiencing in their physical reality in the month of May, please? So you have the 9 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. And I see that it looks like you're wishing for something that hasn't come about yet. You're trying to, you're trying to end something. You're trying to change something in your life, and it's been slow. It's been very slow. You've been looking at your, you know, like I said, I really feel for you, Aries. The month of May is going to be about who do you want to surround yourself with? You know, who do you want to bring into your life? What are the people, places and things that you resonate with that is, you know, that has those similar beliefs and similar values that are your people, your soul tribe, your tribe? Who are your people? Trying to determine that because you feel like you have been surrounded by people that just don't get you, you know, that aren't your people. And this has caused you some pain. So secretly, you know, you have been longing and kind of praying, you know, for this pain to end, or this, you know, this pain that's around you, people around you that are inflicting pain upon you, or feel like, you know, they have caused you pain because they're just not resonating with you. They're just not your people. And you're tired of being around people that have hurt you, that have caused you pain. I'm really feeling that, and tired of putting in effort, you know, working, you know, helping people, putting in time and effort with people that hasn't, you know, it hasn't bore any fruit. You know, this 7 of Pentacles can talk about, you know, putting time in to grow something because you're wanting, you know, it's that tree and they're wanting something to come back in return. You know, they're putting the time and effort. You're putting the time and effort into something, hoping that it's going to bear fruit in the long term. It's you know, it's that farmer that plants the seeds, hoping that in the fall they're going to be able to sow and reap the harvest of what they planted in the spring. And that's kind of what, you know, that energy that's coming off of that 7 of Pentacles is, Aries, is in your physical reality. You feel like you keep giving and giving and giving and giving to people, but you're not, it's not bearing you any fruit. You haven't seen a return on your investment, and you're wanting this cycle to end. You're wanting to put an end to that. You're wanting to figure out what you need to invest in, Aries, that is going to, you know, be your people that are going to reciprocate and give you what you're looking for. I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple more cards on this physical reality. I want to go in a little bit of depth. This definitely didn't come up. It's relationship, but it's not relationship based as far as love based. It's relationships in general for you, Aries. It's, you know, it's finding those people that value and appreciate you for who you are, and value what you bring to the table, you know, and that you get that mutual respect and admiration. So yeah, you're wanting people that are real, you know, you're wanting people that are real. You're tired of the people that are hurting you and not being real with you. You know, they're maybe putting on fake personas. They're pretending to be your friend when they really aren't, or they're not showing up for you, that kind of energy. And then, yeah, it's caused you to kind of be defensive, you know, be on guard because you feel like you've had to protect yourself, you know, defend yourself, kind of like, I don't have the Four of Pentacles, but I'm feeling that on this Seven of Swords, that you feel like, you know, you've kind of not been able to get back, as I said, what you've put into people. Like you're constantly giving to people, and that has made you worn down and defensive and a little bit on guard, you know, because you're just like, I'm tired of this. With that Nine of Swords, I'm tired. You're tired of this. You're wanting the world coming out. You're wanting that to end because you're wanting this sense of community. I love how this is all tied together with your emotional and spiritual and physical self. I really like that. I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did, please feel free to hit that like button, and of course subscribe to my channel. Always looking to meet new people and grow this channel. So thank you, joy, love, and light. See ya.